Hey, you all. I just um I just got off of Hopper's live feed and I am excuse me. Nobody here yet, so we'll save the details for when people start showing up. Let me know whenever you guys start showing up. I've been messing around and messing around uh, in the shop. We got somebody here with us. Who is it? Can you hear me? My internet is terrible, so um, a lot of times don't even know if I'm being heard or seen. It's glitchy, all kinds of stuff. Sometimes it takes me up to 2 hours to upload one of some of my longer videos. Yeah. No comments yet. So I guess nobody's there yet. There we go. What's up? Screwdriver. How you doing, buddy? I'm all alone. My wife left me. So sad. She is she's in Germany right now. She went over there to visit her family. Her parents are getting they're getting up there in years, and we usually go over together, but I was like, you know what? You need to just go over by yourself. That way you can really spend some good time with your family. I take up a lot of space in any room that I'm in, so it's good for her to get that chance to just sit there and just be with her family and nobody else. I see we got 5 people there, but I've only got one comment up and only one thumbs up. Oh my gosh. The dread of it. There Germany is is really nice. You know what surprised me about Germany the first time I experienced it? Over here in the United States, I think that I'm not alone. Whenever you think of Germany in their food, you think of like just bratwurst and sauerkraut, right? That's what everybody kind of thinks. I don't think I'm alone in that. Well, I every time I go over there, I have some of the best food ever. But that's we're in Berlin whenever I go, and Berlin is a big world city that's got a whole bunch of different cultures in there. So it's good food. It's really good. Really, really good. So I got a lot of projects that I'm working on now. I mean, since it's just me, I get to be here, and I just basically live in the garage. So today I mostly I just worked on some videos, and but I also worked on this. That's the MS 170 for the cheap saw challenge. See how it says safety optional? Yeah. Hey, Dave. There we go. Somebody else saying something. Here, just listening, putting in an application for Humira. So I quit crapping all day. Well, I don't know exactly what Humira is, but I know what crapping all day is, and it ain't no fun. So I hope you get that sorted out there, Dave. uh, wow. So Did you see, Dave, the MS 170? Yeah. The one. How you doing? Doesn't it look so much better in black? I love it. You know, this is actually going to be a fun little saw. Well, I mean, depending on power. So I just ported it the other day. I think yesterday is when I ported it, and I had to make the stickers for it today, and all that jazz. Hey, yeah, it does look great in black, doesn't it? It looks so great in black. Why are they not doing this? You know what? I've often thought that I should have went into marketing because the jackal, that's just too cool, you know? That is that is really, really, really cool. I would have crushed as a marketing specialist, you know. Hey Alex. Let's see. Real tree camo for an echo. Never seen one of those. So anyways, the deal with this 170, this is stage one of the build right here. So what I mean by that is I got it back together and it's really standard. It's just ported up. Muffler mod is just some holes in the front of it and then remove the baffle up front. So it actually has all those holes to breathe through. You got to remember this is only a 30cc saw. So I'm thinking that is probably good for muffler mod. 30 cc's. I can't believe it's just 30 cc's. Why didn't they at least make it like 38 or something, you know? Come on. Uh, Gosh, I know the MS 180 is a little bit bigger. I don't know how much. I think maybe it's 38 cc's. I don't know if there's anybody out there that can tell me. That'd be cool. But oh God, I'm not looking younger. I'm looking older. Look at this. Hey Burke, how you doing, buddy? Oh, I'm turning into an old man right in front of your eyes. Got saggy, loose skin. I got the turkey neck is happening. Hey, it happens to us all. Grow old gracefully. So, but anyways, with the 170 here, um, I see you there, screwdriver. They've got a tube that runs straight up to the front, and the top of that tube is open so that it can go goes out and it comes up and then it goes out through this, and then there is another little shield. There's a screen and another shield that it also has to make its way through. So honestly, it's not that plugged up. And then if you just drill those little holes in front, it's probably going to be loud, but this is just going to be for a race saw. So, you know, yeah, Brian, might make a whole whopping 2 horsepower. I know it's, I mean, I hate that they picked this saw as the cheap saw challenge because honestly, it's not that cheap. It's $200, you know, and if you buy one used in Atlanta, it's $225. Dummies, you know what I mean? So it's not that cheap. It's only 30 cc's. I wish they would have just picked like the John Cutter. What is it, the 5800 or something along those lines? You can get a lot more power out of that and have a lot more fun. But with the port work, I keep getting sidetracked because I'm reading. See, I'm doing this. I submitted a bid for a neighboring forest property. Whoa! Good luck, brother. $760,000. It must be a big property. How many over there? Do you do hectares? Do you do acres? How do you measure the size of the land? And Burke, you're in Norway, right, buddy? I can't remember. I think it's Norway, maybe Sweden. But anyways, it was so difficult to port the transfers on this little 170 because that that hole is only about that big. And, um, you know, I was having a really difficult time doing anything at all with this, you know. Hey, John Bob, how you doing? So I was having a really hard time getting those transfers, and I ain't gonna lie, my transfers are fucked. the so it's got 4 transfers. It's an open port cylinder, and they're all completely staggered. One of them opens after just like 12 degrees of blowdown, and one of them opens at 24 degrees of blowdown. We'll see how it goes. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, some JB Weld. I got something else in plan. That's why I don't think it's going to matter too much. Yeah. Um. Oh, it's always great when you do something like this at work, isn't it, John Bob? You know, I tell Irene I like pooping at work. That's the best because you're getting paid to poop. um. And we're gonna do nitrous. Maybe. Uh. Why not? I'll show it. I'm gonna do this. And we'll put it away, and it ain't coming back. All right, so that's what I'm gonna do on the 170. Shh, keep it hush hush. I don't want anybody stealing my idea. It's gonna be a fun little build if I can get it to work. If I can get it to work. I see you there, Burke. 1,200 acres, and you've already got about 750. Wow, that's a lot of property. Good luck. Wow, that's awesome. The Lucky Dog tool. No, that's Sean Carr makes that, right? I believe Sean Carr makes that. I need to get in touch with him and order one, um, because yeah, they look really nifty, and everybody talks highly of them, says they work really well. I was talking with Charlie Briscoe the other day, and he just recently got one, and he said, "Wow, it works so well." So, and they're cheap too. Like this one right here, I think this was like $500. This was really expensive. It's from CC Specialties in Tennessee. Um, I like calling and talking with them. There's a little old lady that answers the phone, or at least she sounds like it. And so you get to go, "Hey, sweetheart, I'm looking for a couple bits for my rotary tool." "Oh, I got you right there." She's real fun to talk to. Um, but yeah, John Bob, very crude. I'm not looking to do anything special and awesome, just shoving air into it. And we'll see. I've got different thoughts. I've talked to a handful of people about it. Most people are like, that ain't gonna work." And maybe it doesn't, but that is perfectly fine. Um, Brian, run a 50 drive link chain and a 12-inch bar. Um, I have 14-inch bars, and that's what I have. I've got several of the little Sugihara bars. Those are pretty slick, but I am considering. I was given some bars from the longer company, and I'm probably going to run one of those on my Wild Thing, and I'll probably run this on the steel. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But the dealio is I don't want to use that longer chain. Um, it's it's pretty rough, and I'm not very good with sharpening. But I do have the guy that does what was his name again? Ed. I think Ed. He makes the square jig thing that you can put on a regular angle grinder or grinder for chain grinder, an Oregon. And I think he's going to make me some race chains because at least this year with the 170 cheap saw, I know that they've already said that you can run whatever chain you want. So it's just going to be a matter of, do I run 3/8 low profile, 325? I think full 3/8, it's not going to be able to pull it. That's just a joke. 325 is probably not going to be able to pull it. I think I'll still get my fastest time with 3/8 low profile, but there is the possibility of the 1/4 inch, what is it, Panther chain. I'm thinking about that, but we'll see. Hey, Justin, you were just over there at Hopper's live feed as well. How you doing, buddy? Um, I'm reading this stuff, guys. I'd love to come over sometime, man. Bert, you know, that's a long trip though. uh, better open both transfers at 22 with that thing. They're well with the forced air. I think that all that stuff's just not going to matter at all. Either it's going to work or it isn't. So we'll see. We'll do some testings. I am not against buying another cylinder because they're cheap. You know, they're cheap as can be, and doing the port job again. It's soft. It's soft. It's easy to port and everything. Oh, 12. I see. I see what you did there. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking something along that lines too. I mean, I didn't want to say anything because, like, you know, we all have our differences in opinion, but yeah, I'm thinking that because of what I'm doing with this 170, short blowdown is going to work best. Hello, Red. How you doing? You got that 2-stroke tiller going? Have you heard of Preferred File Guide? I've heard of. I have preferred files. I believe I have several of them, and they make good stuff. But I haven't used the file guide. I have the Steel File Guide, and I do a better job freehanding it, I think. Yeah, especially because this is a race chain. You're going to want it to be more aggressive than a standard file guide is setting it up to be, you know? But yeah, that's the Jackal. I just thought I'd get on here and do this little live feed thing just because if you missed it early on, I said my wife is in Germany right now, and her parents are getting older, and I thought it would be best if she went over there by herself so that she gets to spend real quality time with them. If I'm there, I'm wanting to go and do things, and she needed this time to just chill out with her family and enjoy them while she's still got them. She's got a really good mom and pop. I really think very highly of them. Well, I mean, her mother bought me the Johnson Red 2258. So how do you not like an in-law like that, you know? Yeah, it's running. You used the Direwolf the other day, and you think it's fun. Good job. Red Tiller, he's the one that won the Christmas giveaway saw, the Echo 590 Direwolf that I built. I'm glad to hear that it's still running good. Good strong saws, aren't they? I mean, they're really good. So, what's up, Dirt Road? Okay, so screwdriver tuning. You're asking about a turbo with an expansion pipe. The whole purpose of an expansion pipe is to suck air through the transfers as well as push back any fresh charge that got lost. With a turbo setup, it's pointless because you're cramming so much fuel in there that you don't need to suck it through with the expansion chamber, and you don't need the back pressure as well because you're shoving so much through. It's not going to make a difference, and as well as it might not be able to overcome the pressure that's coming out of the exhaust as well. So I don't think that an expansion chamber. I talked with Jeremy Hare. Jeremy, he is the guy who owner operator of CPI pipes. And so I was talking with him about it, and he agreed that an expansion chamber, whenever you're turboing, really not going to be needed. It's not going to do anything with this small of a saw, this setup. Probably not going to do anything. I don't want to talk about the Iron Horse. I don't want to talk about that. So don't anybody even ask about that. All right. Cause I just want to hang out, like I said, I'm here by myself. And I could go rub one out or I could do a live feed. So sometimes I say too much, don't I? I really do. Hey, Timber Slasher, how you doing, buddy? James, Yo Bodie from the Southwest Florida. My town got completely destroyed by a hurricane last year. Well, in Florida. Many fallen trees and chainsaw for months. With your videos, I've made my saw a bit funner. Good deal. I thought you was going to say you've learned how to fell trees or something. I'm like, you ain't getting that knowledge from me. But yeah, modifying saws. I guess I do pass around a good bit of that info. I'm glad you're able to take care of business, buddy. Exactly, Burke. Life goes way too fast, and yeah, she needed this time over there with just her and her parents, because I take up a lot of space in any room that I'm in, and this needed to be more about her and spending time with her family because her parents getting old. So they're in great shape though. Those Europeans, man, they walk a lot, and they go to the store like every day or every other day. So getting a whole bunch of food like we do here in America, and just cramming it in and getting a whole bunch of cereal and stuff like that. They just don't live like that. They live differently. The bread, they get it every other day, kind of thing, and so their food that they're eating is just better for them. And so even though they're like, I think they're about 79 now, they're in great shape. Let's see. Constant pressure won't work. You'll have to pulse it. We'll see. That's it. A lot of people have said a lot of different little things. But I mean, regular turbos on a car aren't pulsed, but they have actual valves and stuff. So I don't know. Hey, Devin, long time no see, buddy. Let's see. Yeah, I hear you, Timber Slasher. Yes, lumberjack, eating granola straight from the bag. Healthy. But here in America, our granola's got a ton of sugar on it. So Burke's asking me about, will advancing timing increase power on a saw? Probably. Depends. I mean, it depends. If you've got one that's set up, he says the Partner 5000 Plus has two different mounting spots for the coil. Well, they probably did that for a reason. So if your coil is too far advanced, you'll find it's hard to start and it won't want to idle very well either. It's meant to run at really high RPMs. So you want to retard it from that at more advanced position, and that'll give you easier starts, quicker starts, and but you won't be able to pull higher RP into the higher RPM range. So yes, it very well can give you significant power increase. It made a really big difference with my Husqvarna 55, which makes sense because that's just a farm and ranch saw. The only thing they want that thing to do is start easily and start every time. So I'm wanting to be more racy, right, and faster. So advancing that timing made a big difference. I also did it. I did it like 10 degrees on the Husqvarna 59 and or 359, and that made it just made a huge difference. Oh, we're really getting the people in here now. I'm feeling all hot shit. 37 folks watching me. 10 thumbs up though. Hit the thumbs up, guys. All of you right now. Boop, boop, thumbs up. Please. Let's see. Smitty. Hey, Smitty. How you doing? Everything's going well, Smitty. Everything's going well. I haven't gotten the chance to run the XL76 that you built for me, but looking forward to that. I got to find something. It's getting hot, and I've got a project where I got to build a chute for our sheep. The farm is getting big enough. It's not a farm. I'm not a farmer. I'm a rancher. Damn it. There's a difference. So we're getting enough sheep now to where we have to tag their ears so that we can tell who belongs to who, and so that whenever we sell them, the registration is lined up properly. So I've got to build a chute that we can tunnel them into, lock the gate behind them, and I can get in there with them and pierce their ears, get a tag on there. So I got that coming up here really soon. Let's see. Goobs. Hey, buddy. Hey, Tim, what are you saying? Yeah, live. I know I have no live, but you've missed it. Hey, there's still only 22 thumbs up. Y'all smash the thumbs up. Come on. I don't know how or if that makes a difference. I swear. I don't know. YouTube is funky. I'm all alone, Tim. If you ever want to take advantage of me, now's your time. No, Irene is in Germany all by herself. Her parents are getting older, and I said, I won't go this year. You need to go have fun with your family while this jabbermouth is not around. So I mean, I'm trying to read this stuff. Timber Slasher, it's a Y at the end. You got it all right. Boedy. I can't. They're coming in pretty quick. Yeah, Louis, man, he's young. He's very young. He's not even 3 years old yet. But whenever he passes, that's going to hurt. I love that dog. I love him, but not like a child. And I still draw a difference between pets and real family members. You know what I mean? My old dog, Calypso, she got sick earlier this year, and she blood coming out both ends and stuff, and she was already pretty old. And people think I'm crazy. Some of these city folks, I saw that it was happening. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to pay $400 a month for some special food or medicine. She's an old dog. She gets the 22. And I cremated her. I cremated her. Always wanted to see if I could do that. Guess what? I can. So if you ever need to dispose of any bodies, I can make that happen. No teeth, nothing. It was all burnt, Let's see. I ain't a chick magnet anymore, brother. Nowadays, I try and have fun and just make people laugh, and young girls are like, "Ew, creepy old man flirting with me." Ew. And I'm like, back in the day, you would have been all about this, youngin. Ooh, Devin cleaned 6 acres, 6 acres of pine. Yeah, it's time consuming and it's hard work, buddy. You know what? I can't do that, Tim. Tim wants me to change the green screen for a hot chick back there. And as computer savvy as I am, these live feeds, I'm fucking lost. I have a hard time dealing with this, but I think I'm doing pretty well here. Um, yes, that is a legitimate question there. Red tillers and more. Longer chains don't make 50 050 gauge bars. I mean, well, they do in the little stuff. I don't have it sitting here, but little ones like this with the 3/8 low profile, they do make 050 gauge, but all of the bigger stuff is 058. That's really the 050 is mostly an American thing. Mostly. Uh, all over the world, they're still stuck on 058, and steel is still stuck on 063. And back in the day, I believe it made a difference because that metal was soft and it would stretch like crazy. And but now the metal is nice and hard, like a 15-year-old pecker. Hey, Devin, what would you know about that? Devin's probably 15 years old. Let's see. Smitty, thank you. Smitty gave me some money. I love that, Smitty. Thank you, sir. Anybody else? Feel free. It always feels weird asking for money, though. But let's see what else we got. So yeah, the 050 gauge bars. Really, that's just an American thing. And Longer is an Australian company getting their chainsaws made, or the chainsaw bars made in China. And he's like, they don't even offer 050. I'll ask him, but he's like, they don't even offer it. So, yeah. Bullet is best. What are you talking about? Oh, yeah. Never mind. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. It was quick. I was petting her, giving her some love and some attention, and then just really smooth like, pink, good night. Yeah. If I was shitting blood and vomiting blood, I think I'd kind of want to go that way myself. Breaking Bad too scary for you to watch? What? Come on, Burke. I'm gonna razz you on that one. Breaking Bad's an awesome show. Hey Joey, what's up? Joshua, where are you at? Joshua Sweet. No, you did not miss the Jackal video, and I have it sitting right here. Doesn't she look good in black? Looks really good in black. I mean, I did a little short video just for fun, but I haven't even tried to start it yet. It's pretty basic right now as it is. I have future plans of going further with it. But as it is, it's just a ported and muffler modded 170 with a MS 250 carburetor on it. So we'll see how it runs in this trim. And then I have multiple other little tests and other little things that I'll be doing to it to hopefully really amp up the performance. But for fuck's sake, it's got 30 cc's. It's embarrassing. Yep, best I can do is really all I got. You're right about that, Justin. And some people complain about it. I think it's bullshit though. But anyway, whatever. Let's move on. 325 chain, no doubt about it. It's the Steel RS. But you know what? I've got to try out. I have used Archer chain in the past, but I just simply, that was early on, and I just put the chain on and ran it, and it worked, and that was it. That was before I started doing all this testing and this channel and stuff. So I have used the Archer chain, but not with the knowledge that I currently have and trying to look and find the best chain. So I need to give it a second look, a hard look, and see how good it is. Because I've heard a lot of people, it's like, yeah, it's good. Like Aaron Lynch, oftentimes we'll see his videos and he's like, that's a chain straight off the roll. And man, I'm looking at it and going, God dang, that's cutting really good. So I need to look into that. But so far, the 325 chain, if I'm buying that, I'm buying Steel RS, The Timber Slasher, the oiler on that 346 that you've got, you can modify that and get it to oil a little bit more, and it'll be perfectly fine with that 20-inch bar. But as a matter of fact, I think it's perfectly fine stock. Really, I think it'll do it. If you're having problems, I would suggest that there's one of two things. You're a little bit too greedy with your oil. They do run fine with a smaller amount of oil. Um, you know, they don't have to be soaking wet. That's my opinion. I like it better whenever they are nicely lubed, but I think that it won't cause a problem. But or your oiler might have some flow issues. But regardless, you can take that oiler apart, and it's not a big job. You just take that thing apart and you get a hand file and make there's a like a tilted angle like that, right? You want to cut it like this so that you've got more of an angle, and that oiler will oil more on that 346 XP. What's up, Kevin? Oh, Devin, he said he's 13. So let's see. The shirts. I want to mention that I get a lot of people. I mean, I've got over 700 videos, and so there's probably been 100 times that people have asked me where I get my shirts, and like exclusively eBay. I just type in chainsaw T-shirt or Johnson Red T-shirt, something like that, and I just go through it and look and see what they got, and I go, oh yeah, that's cool, and there you have it. That's where I get all my shirts. Let's see. When am I trading my CC tools for a rock crusher? Never. Never. That is not happening. Looked like he took that cylinder and held it into a garbage disposal and flipped the switch. Fuck's sake. Dave, I'm with you. The LGX and the EXL stuff both are good, but I feel like Oregon has their rakers too high from the factory, and so it's like that is one that you want to hit right away, and it's like, just give me the steel. But steel is pricey. Man, they've gotten up. They're so expensive now. Oh, what's up, Aaron? Tell us the story about the lizard, bro. Why do you use a lizard? I mean, it's cool, and that can be the reason, because it's cool. But maybe you're known as the lizard in your shady operations. I hear you, Dave. Hey, John, what's up, buddy? Yeah. Tell us who's showing up at Sawfest and going to run their in the Clone Wars. I am. I'm going to run the farm hack. And John is actually hooking me up with a new cylinder for it. John is a dealer for Neotech. John Major Picks. It's called Major Picks Channel. Look, check him out. And uh, he contacted me the other day. He saw the video of the Farm Mac that I put out and the initial problems with it. And that's whenever I first learned about there being a problem with the coil. The holes in the case of the saw are drilled improperly in the wrong spot, and so it keeps the coil too far away from the flywheel. I believe that's what's going on, which could explain why mine never revved out. And so he told me about that, and he's like, I'll hook you up with the parts that you need to get that thing going. Solid. Very solid, actually. 340 doesn't have the same oiler? I bet you maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I know that the 340 is a plastic case saw, and it may not have the same oiler. And so I get it now. Wiki. The t-shirts for my channel. I just literally haven't done it. I mean, it's a hard pill for me to swallow that I could sell those shirts easily. I think, especially, I'm going to design something, and I mean, I don't want to talk bad about anybody, but my t-shirt design is going to look titties. It's going to look nice. It's going to be cool. You'll want to wear it, right? And so I don't think I'll have any problem getting $20 to $30 for the t-shirts. And there's services that a lot of folks use, like Kenny Fuller, Dan Kane. I can't remember the name of the service, but there is a service where you just basically design your shirt and then they sell it. And so whenever you purchase it, you're purchasing from them and they're shipping it out, which means I have to do nothing, right? Fantastic. But you're only making like $2 or $3 on each t-shirt. And so I'm like, I mean, come on. I can buy the t-shirts myself from China, right? Which is what this other company is going to do, and I can get them to print it and everything and mail it to me, and then I'll have them all for like $3 each, and I can make $20 per shirt. But that means then I have to go to the post office. So that's the holdup with the whole t-shirt thing, man. I'm looking at it and I go, that's. I mean, the whole goal is to make money. So, why do I want to pay another company? They make all the money off of my t-shirts. I want to make the money off of my t-shirts. So that's why it's been such an ongoing, never ending process with the t-shirts. They're just letting you know, keeping it real. That's what's up. All right. Thanks, John. Got parts coming on Tuesday being shipped. That's awesome. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put nitrous on that saw with the bad cylinder, right? Before I put the good cylinder on and port it and everything, I'm going to put nitrous on it. Ohio. It's about an hour east of Columbus, Ohio. That's where Sawfest is. Just go to Facebook. There's the official Sawfest group, Facebook group. That's how you get all the info on that, or Chainsaw Addicts on Facebook. That's how you get the scoop on Sawfest. Ooh, and other stuff. I've got other stuff coming from Neotech. Let's see. Archer is decent chain for the money. I've been pleased with it for the cost. However, I have to say C83 is crazy fast out of the box. Just got to be willing to open the billfold. Yes, You're 100% on that, man. You know. Um. Oh, later, Smitty. Aaron, so you're running. I thought you were running Archer chain out of the off the roll, but you're running Holtz Forma chain. Oh, so that looks like it cuts good too, man. Yeah, the Oregon stuff right out of the box, it's slow as shit. It's just so slow. So I'm with you there, Timber Slasher. Steel does not make the best 3/8 Timber Slasher. No, you got to get your hands on C83. So C83 is faster than Steel RS out of the box. But the problem is whenever you go and sharpen it, it's not as fast as it was out of the box. But it's still faster than Steel RS. Holds an edge for a long time too, but so does Steel RS. The Steel RS is a great chain. I am not even going to act like I'm bashing it. Womp womp. This is some of you guys. So I don't know. I know very few of you, right? And most of you, I don't know your names definitely. And so all I know is like Timber Slasher. I've met him, and I still don't know his name. I mean, he told me, but I can't remember. So, anyways, some of you guys have some real fun names, and Womp Womp, you're one of my favorites. I just got a new subscriber, I think today or yesterday, and he's Bleeb. I think he's called the Bleeb. I don't know. He's pretty. That's pretty awesome too. But where did you get the name Womp Womp? What is that? It's just, I love it. Oh, Cody. Wait a minute, Cody Brown. I'm trying to place who you were, buddy. I'm trying to place you. I met so many people at Hopper Stock, and it's hard to keep everybody um, filed away. Sean, yeah, you're not a friend of the C83. That's okay. You know, I get it. We like what we like. There's nothing wrong with that. Shut up, John Bob. I know you're John Bob. uh, the T45, or I'm sorry, the T435. I believe, I believe it takes this mount. Am I right? Or am I right? Or am I right? I don't know. But I think the top handle Huskies take the same mount as the small top handle Steels, and I don't know what that mount is. But if you're looking for a good chainsaw bar, I mean, a bar is a bar to me. Some of them wear out quicker, I know that, but you got your staples there. Oregon, all their stuff's going to be good. Even though the VersaCut, I have read that some folks had them delaminate on them, but I haven't had that problem. I've got a few of them. So, but anything with the Oregon name on it, I think is going to be pretty good and acceptable. If you want the really good stuff, honestly, you've got three choices. I think you got three. You got Sumura and you have Sugihara. Both of those are Japanese made. And then you have the steel bars. Steel bars are just as good as the Sumura and Sugihara, the really high dollar ones. So, but I mean, steel bars are high dollar also. Yes, Bleeb had an epic comment on my video the other day. I can't even remember what it was, but I just know I read it and it was like, I love this guy already. That was a really good one. Nothing wrong with the 311, Darren. 311's good saw. Just my only issue is whenever people think that like a 311's badass. It's just a run of the mill saw, It's like a 455 Rancher or any of those things, I mean, there's nothing wrong with those saws, nothing at all. But you get a lot of people, what it's like. A lot of people are just like so into steels and think that there nothing else competes. Well, that's not my experience. Hey, what's up, Jeremy? Yeah, Holzforma. Devin's saying Holzforma is good bars for the money. What else we got here? A laser bar. Now, that's interesting because a lot of laser bars are Sumira bars. You have your high-end laser bars. You got your low-end laser bars, and I'm sure that Sean, you're talking about the low-end laser bars not lasting. But yeah, they make high-end bars that are made by Sumira, and they just have laser printed on them. Which, by the way, printing on bars, that's why it doesn't last very long, because they're all printed on. They're not painted. That's print on every bar that's out there, unless you painted it yourself. The BPS bars that I have, those are Forester bars. Yeah, I should have mentioned that. Forester's a good bar. I like Forester. But my Forester bars, I took all of the print off of them and I painted my BPS logo on there. And I have used those things over and over and over again, and the paint still there. So, yeah, if everything was painted with real paint and then cleared over top of it, it would last a lot longer. But the manufacturing process, those bars are just sent on a conveyor and they run through a printer just like a newspaper is printed, right? And they run through it like that, and there's this big roller that goes bloop, and it rolls the print on there. And that's why they wear out so quickly. It's print, not paint. Ain't that the truth, John Bob? Especially whenever you got a long bar. John Bob says, I like any bar, right? But the older he gets, he's really starting to appreciate the light bars. Yeah, the bars to me, honestly, I care more about how they look. Because, I like Sean, you're going out and you're cutting all day long. So you're looking for something different than Bodie is. All I'm looking for is a pretty bar. Right. I like the paint, I like the design of the bar. And so I'm just looking for the print to last, because I ain't never going to wear out a bar. Not me. I for one, I've got like 100 of them. And so I swap back and forth between them. And for two, I don't need even do enough cutting to wear out one good bar. So that's why the whole bar thing to me, I'm like, a bar's a bar. Who gives a shit? But now, whenever you bring in the light bars, they are very nice, especially whenever you've got a long bar, 28-inch plus. That light stuff really is nice. I would agree with that. Forester chain is horrible. Yes. I would agree with that. Dr. Pepper or Coca-Cola? Neither. I choose Mr. Pibb. Pibb Extra. Pibb. I don't know if you have it over there or not, Burke. But it's very similar to Dr. Pepper, and but it's like got a little bit more spice to it. But yeah, I tend to choose Pibb Extra. But if I had to choose, if somebody told me you want this Coca-Cola Classic or Dr. Pepper, I'm probably going to pick Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola, because I don't like Dr. Pepper very much. I like Mr. Pibb. Let's see. Boy, man, you guys are commenting. It's like coming in. That's awesome. Yeah, Chrome Bar would be cool. Hey, have you guys ever seen that guy? He's in I think he's in either Brazil or Argentina. I think how I would say his name is Toot. I don't know, but he's on Facebook in the groups every now and then, and he builds some. I mean, in a way, you can say they're absolutely ridiculous, but all of us are doing something ridiculous. We're passionate about chainsaws, for crying out loud. But he builds some really awesome polished up saws. And yeah, Toot. I think his name's Toot, which is funny to us, but in their country, it probably means bull. Who knows? But you're just now getting Dr. Pepper in Norway, and it's probably a watered down version. It probably ain't as good as it is over here. Sorry. But Pibb Extra, that's where it's at. If you like Dr. Pepper, you love Pibb Extra because it's got a little tang, a little spice. It hits you right here and right here. I don't know about the rotten yeast cheese. Josh says Toot is in Argentina. They're down there cutting all them rainforests down, folks. they're down there cutting down all them rainforests, so the people down there really like their saws. I'm the same way, Sean. I prefer Mellow Yellow over Mountain Dew. Absolutely. Yeah. So the Coke products, to me, I guess you could look at it that way, always win. Because Mellow Yellow is a Coke product. Pibb is a Coke product. Coca-Cola, I would definitely choose that over Pepsi. Now, I used to, whenever I was a kid, I grew up in Kentucky. And so that's, we're Yankees up there to the people here in Georgia. And EM, what's up, buddy? And Pepsi was the big thing up there. Well, I had this friend, right? And his dad worked for Coca-Cola, which Coca-Cola up there is completely the underdog, right? And Pepsi was pretty big in the 90s, right? They had some ad campaign that really worked out well for them. I can't remember what it was. But we were playing wiffle ball in the backyard. I was probably like 12, 13 years old. And the dad comes out and he's like, "Hey, what are y'all doing out here?" Or whatever. And then he goes back inside. Well, as he's going back inside, one of the kids that was there with us playing wiffle ball, he was like a year older. And he, whenever you're young like that, just 1 year, the person's so much cooler than you already, right? We've all been there. So, but that kid, as the dad was walking away, he's up to bat and he goes, "Pepsi's number one." Anyways, we got a big kick out of that because as a little kid, you're stupid and everything in the world is huge. So, see you, Tim. Yeah, I am flapping my gums. I'm seeing it's approaching an hour here really quickly. And I'm going to go ahead and sign off myself, guys. Dang. John, nobody's drinking Tang anymore. My stinky old grandma drank Tang back in the day. What color are my toenails? All natural. But I'm glad to see that you chose purple. Purple is the color of royalty. Did you know that back in the day, in certain places, uh, if you weren't of royal bloodline, you could be killed for wearing purple? Yes, that is true. All right, guys. I've had fun talking with you, and I'll leave you with one more showing of the jackal. I gotta say, it is pretty cool in this trim, and I dig it. I'm out. Y'all take care. Lanny, you're in air. Hold on. Adairsville, Georgia. That's close, bro. You got to keep in touch and come down every now and then. I have little get-togethers, man, and you need to come to one. But get in touch with me. All right, later.